Good morning, guys. It's day 30. Can you even believe it? 30 days worth of shit. I had really meant for today to be a recap. So I take little notes for myself so I remember what to say. I mean, I am 40. Who knows what I'll remember, what's going to flow out of my mouth, right? So I take these notes to remember what I want to talk about. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do a recap of the videos. So I took these notes of what all the videos were and look at this just list. All the things, right? It's crazy how many topics that we've covered. No wonder I feel like I've talked so much. And truth be told, everything that I've talked about, when you write these down and put them on a list, it's what you're going to see in any kind of treatment program. This is what treatment looks like. This is what it is, man. These are what we talk about. This is what we do. And then we apply it to our lives and follow back through. Okay, how did that go for you? And of this list, I've said many times before, it's not one size fits all. What works for somebody may not work for somebody else. So it's going through things like this and trying it out and seeing what fits, what works, what makes life suck a little bit less when I try it. And really kind of pinpointing and tailoring it to our needs the best we can. So it's my hope. I don't know. I mean, I think it's really just my friends and family that have watched this, and I appreciate the fuck out of you guys for it. But it's been my hope that somebody somewhere with some type of addiction could watch any part of this and maybe try it, maybe think, maybe this will help, maybe spark a light of hope or something, right? That's the goal. We'll see. Either way, I didn't want to keep this ongoing. As much as I would love to come on here and talk every single day, it just feels daunting at this point. I want this to be something that's helpful, and I don't want it to become daunting to people to have to okay, what's Miranda got to say today? Or redundant and talking about the same shit over again. When a lot of the major points have been hit, right? Now it's time to apply it. We've talked about it. So let me run through the list. I know it sounds boring, like me just reading off a list, but I mean, there's been some shit in here that's pretty good shit, man. So talking about being alone versus being lonely, having gratitude, coping skills, mental health and trauma, sugar, dopamine, how the brain works, how long it takes for the brain to start working again, 90 days. The 12-step program, how it can be used in regular language, being an enabler versus supporter, keeping things simple, bring it back to simplicity, guys. Autonomy, the power at doing something yourself and knowing you can do it. That's a strong one. Using books, how to listen, triggers, conditioning, friends who still use, relapse, medication-assisted therapy, contingency management, different counseling therapy approaches, mindfulness, really being present in the moment, loving yourself, huge one, having structure, going through the routines of a structure, even if it's just your body going at that time, your feelings, letting yourself feel them. It's okay. And having feelings, identifying your feelings, planning, looking inside of yourself. Who the fuck are we? Who are we without using? We're probably pretty different people, and it's kind of cool. We get to know ourselves all over again, right? And just spending time with yourself to learn who that person is and be somebody that, you're truly meant to be. Harm reduction. What your goals are is just that, your fucking goals, man. Even if it's, I want to use 1 day less a week, that's harm reduction. Fantastic. I'm very proud of you. Truly, I am. Psilocybin, mushrooms, the effect that that's having in the addiction world and mental health world, shaking it up, man. I'm so curious to see the direction this goes. I'm super jazzed for that one. Love, falling in love, what it does to the brain. Music, what it does to the brain, how it gets us through, how it's one of the best coping skills. Something that every human has done in the history of time is music, right? Counselor thoughts, how we genuinely give a fuck about you. You're in our thoughts a lot more than you would think. It doesn't just shut off 8 to 4 Monday through Friday. So the counselor thoughts. I'm glad that I got to share that. Also, the connecting to humans. If someone were to ask me, what is the cure for addiction? If there was a cure, right? My answer would be connection to humans. It has been my answer before. It says it's not easy, but it's as simple as that, as connecting to humans and what that looks like for you. Finding another human to connect to on this earth. I mean, and that really pulls every single topic together that I've talked about. And makes that rat park, man. How many times am I going to tell the rat park story? Probably just one more right now, right? So doing this experiment with some rats, they put this little water tube filled with like morphine, heroin, whatever, opiates in it, and the rats would drink it till they die. Well, they make this rat park for them where they got little rat friends and food and toys, and everything in that rat's life was happy. That rat was genuinely happy, and none of them would go to the heroin opiate water and overdose and die. Like, this says so much about the way, I know rats aren't humans, but it does speak volumes, right? Like, get things in your life to genuinely feel fucking good right here in our core, like the deep down stuff that we don't know shit about, like where only we can feel it. Let it feel good there, and the rest is going to fall into place. If you're truly living life for yourself and doing what makes you happy, what feels good, what your purpose is, what you're meant for, what you feel like your direction is, the rest of your life is going to fall into place, and it's going to follow suit. And it just starts with that first step of wanting to change and being sick of your shit. So it's been a real ride, guys. I would be lying if I said I wouldn't miss it. It somehow makes me feel connected to humans when I do this, and to the world, like more so than my little spot in it. So I don't know. Maybe we'll pick up somewhere else and find other stuff to talk about. But for the series on addiction and shit, that's a wrap, guys. Bye.